Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you. Thanks for coming here in such huge numbers. Every one of you is counted as 1,000. Thank you very much. Your presence and your contributions would send the message far and wide that we Singaporeans are united against tyranny, oppression, and dictatorships or despotism. We have a giant to help us. Look at the building on your side. It is FWD, Forward with Democracy. We have a giant helping us, and we will succeed in our quest. Ladies and gentlemen, a bell has no sound until someone rings the bell. Thank you. A song has no tune until someone sings it. So never hide your feelings until someone feels it. You got the point? That is about all. Well done, and best wishes to my comrade, Mr. Leong Si Hian, and his counsel, Mr. Lim Tian. Ladies and gentlemen, we must remain united in the face of oppression. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Mountains can be flattened. The roughest seas can be controlled. The most formidable or the roughest or the toughest foe can be brought on their knees. Unity is what we need. Self-fear, sendiri takut, kaki kiang. Kiang semi? Takut apa? Takut bayang. You are scared of your own shadows. Self-fear is no good. It defeats what you plan to do. You let down your generations, your children, your grandchildren. We must end tyranny, oppression, dictatorship, despotism in any form. Do you all agree with me? Ladies and gentlemen, you have been shortchanged since the mid-50s. You have all been shortchanged. CPF. Do I need to continue talking about CPF? It is a stale subject. Do I need to talk about home ownership? Homes for everybody. HDB's philosophy. Do I need to talk about jobs? How many of y'all have lost your jobs to aliens in our midst? We have become victims of breaches of trust. Criminal breach of trust is an offense. Breaches of trust breaches of promises made to us is no good. It doesn't benefit us at all. It continues. Some wise man says, truth is the highest virtue, but higher still is truthful living. Is it true today? It simply don't make sense in this 21st century Republic of Singapore. What have you all benefited all these years? Yes, absolutely nothing. Those like us, or like the many of you all here who dare raise these issues, are being penalized, are being dragged to the courts to answer, to pay damages, sued until the pens come down. Chige si min si go chap ni. This is not the 1950s where you had the rediffusion blaring. Where you had the cock crowing in the morning, cock-a-doodle-doo. Abad 21, this is the 21st century. Why are you all still being cowed and living in fear? Hey, my friends, you have a duty of responsibility towards your children, towards your grandchildren. Why are you being cowed? Why are you being frightened? Where are your guts? Sorry, I have to be very direct, because I've been seeing this since the days of Mataga, Mataga, Mataga. High-tech age today. Information flows. It is shared by people. Internet, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you call it, people share information so as to inform others. In so doing, what happens? They are being charged. Civil proceedings taken against them. Our laws don't condone abuse. A, B, U, S, E. What is it? Abuse is a despicable word. You abuse your family, you abuse your mate, you abuse anything. What about abuse of process, abuse of laws, abuse of powers? Despicable. The word abuse undermines our institutions. The word abuse sends shock fears to heads of departments, to many administrators and even good leaders. Nobody dare to say anything about the person from whom this form of abuse comes from. It renders our institutions and decision-making bodies into impotent. Stand up. Confront your rights. Speak against abuse and never tolerate abuse. What is perjury? What is perjury? Anyone knows what is perjury? telling lies on oath in court. If this can be proven, your evidence will never ever be accepted in a court of law again. You have become a registered liar. Abuse leads to decadence. What is decadence? Your foundations, the foundations on which we stand becomes weak. Corruption, nepotism, and cronyism follows abuse. Possible of lawlessness inflicting pain on society. Let me share you stories of our region. Anybody remember Pak Harto? Anyone remember Suharto? 32 years of abuse, state resources plundered, institutions weakened, Lubang Buaya incident. You know what is a Lubang Buaya incident? The older generation will remember where the bodies of 9 generals suspected of being members of the Party Communist Indonesia were found in swamps, murdered. Pak Harto ascended the power when Bung Karno was detained at Bogor till he died. These generals, among these generals, could have been one potential person who could have been a better leader than Suharto. But no, all were killed. Isn't this abuse? Who killed them? Not the crocodiles for sure, in the Lubang Buaya. You must have heard about Pramodia Ananda Toer, the freedom fighter of Indonesia, who was sent to Buru Islands to suffer for years. His family missed him, he missed his family. What a life, thanks to Suharto. During Suharto's time, there was the rise of the Fretilin in East Timor. East Timor was lost. Bloodshed came and Indonesia started to burn. The poor wallowed in abject poverty and the rich became richer and richer. The power lay with one family. Rupiah jatuh. Indonesia really nearly went into bankruptcy. Minta tolong. IMF, Michel Kondesu had to come in. Suharto went on his knees. A dictator, 32 years, ended his life in disgrace. Ferdinand Marcos. Do I have to repeat again? I don't have to repeat about... Okay. I don't have to repeat about all these things. Most important, please remain focused and not allow things to become worse. Abuse of process must be stopped. We have a lot to do. I don't have much time to talk to you, and I thank you for listening to me, and hopefully you will take it as a good example of the meaning of abuse of process. Terima kasih, nanti, kamsia, 谢谢你.